I'm Shri PPF General Secretary. The meeting in the agenda to build a relation between PPF Kuwait and Kerala Startup Mission. Guest Kerala Startup Mission CEO Shri Anoop Ambika. Welcome, sir. Welcome to our today's meeting. The meeting in the Baki details formalite present in Dr. Thomas Stephen, the president in Shenikian.
Thank you, Ms. Shirley. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Anoop Ambika, CEO, Startup Mission Kerala.
Good afternoon, sir.
The purpose of our meeting today is it is an expression of our interest, that is PPF Kuwait, to build a relationship, build an association with the Kerala Startup Mission. So when we compare the objectives of both of us, there are similarities, and we are also working in the area of creating awareness and all. It's a group of professionals. So I have today, we have only limited time. I hope that, we have the time given us for time given to us is only for 30 minutes. I hope you can extend a little bit if necessary.
Sir, extremely packed day. The World Bank team is here, so I was having some meetings and I need to go back and sit with them. But I'll be happy to, continue this discussion. This need not end today. So I'll wait for let me hear out what your thoughts are, and then we'll take it.
Fine. Great. So now time is 11:05 a.m. So we can wind up after 11:35. That would be fine, right?
So in another 25 minutes, yes.
Fine, great. Okay, I will quickly, then I will present what exactly we are looking for. PPF is a group of professionals in Kuwait. We are having all sort of professionals who are working in different areas. That is, we are including engineers, doctors, professionals from legal, financial management, and entrepreneurs. So what we are looking for is a meaningful, association with the Kerala Startup Mission, in the sense that PPF can, influence or utilize the utilize the resources from the four categories of people. I can give you a brief. That is the professionals who are working in Kuwait, that inclusive of all of us, and that includes skilled people working in different areas, entrepreneurs in Kuwait, newly employed youth who are coming to Kuwait, and aspiring entrepreneurs. Then second group category is the students community, that is students, the children of the expected communities in Kuwait. The students up to the...
Sir. 1 second. Just fine. 1 second. Go ahead, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, second category is the students group, that is up to the level of +2. And the third category is, we can say, that is expected communities, our immediate relatives and friends in Kerala as well as in other countries. And the fourth category is the educated and unemployed housewives in Kuwait. So these are the four categories we can use their resources. So in that way,
sir, just you don't have to explain it in detail, but just give me the pointers. So first one is
the professional group working in Kuwait, inclusive of skilled persons in different fields, skilled professionals in different fields. Second, entrepreneurs in Kuwait, established entrepreneurs in Kuwait. Then newly employed youth and aspiring entrepreneurs. Then second category is students up to +2 level. Third category is immediate relatives and friends of expatriates community in Kerala and other parts of world. Then fourth category is educated and unemployed housewives in Kuwait. That is housewives of expatriate community. So these are the categories which we can target or we can influence. That's right. What I am summing up. Yeah. Then what we are looking for is that we have few thoughts and we have few proposals also, and we will present it for your consideration. And you can then brief out it. I mean, how we can work it on it. And we will, at the last session, we will have an opportunity of a discussion if necessary, if time permits. And the last session, last part is we will sum up what can be done next. Can we fix some targets which can be achieved in a near future, and a tentative time for our follow-up meeting. These are the agenda we set today. Okay. So now I will present the few thoughts we have, and we will propose something before you so that we can listen from you and we can, take note of your response. Okay. First is we are looking for a chance, possibility of PPFK function as a nodal officer or Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, IEDC, of KSUM in Kuwait or Middle East. We can look into that possibilities. One. Two, to organize a startup-related program or an event in Kuwait. Because I know that the KSUM has different programs, and we can we launch a program, or can we organize an event in Kuwait so that it can be a beginning of a new project or something like that. That is second one. Third one is we can support market access for startup products and services by inviting or finding sponsors for interested startups seeking marketing sales in Kuwait. So we can make use of the jurisdiction in Kuwait or the geographical location of Kuwait, and we will use our influence for marketing the products of KUSM. That is one thing. Another one. The next one, what we are having, whether we can create a startup of our own startup that can be used for the providing, property management services or those services that are required by the expatriate community in Kuwait. Then next one, the project to prepare a database of expatriate professionals having expertise worldwide. Can we make a database of that? And whether PPF can be a consultant of consultant, act as a consultant of, specialized projects or something. We can pull in our resources on the experts in different fields. Then to, explore the potential of, as I mentioned earlier, explore the potential of unemployed and educated housewives in Kuwait. So these are the proposals we have as a preliminary thought. And we have put all these things for your consideration, and we are looking forward to your response to this, how we can associate and how we can, create a roadmap for our future venture. Thank you very much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Sir Advocate Thomas Stephen. I think this is a fantastic way to look at it. I have to say that I'm very, very impressed with the way that you have segmented the problem. And it is very much in alignment with a project that we are planning on doing called Startup Infinity. Okay. Currently for this year, so basically I'll give you a brief about what Startup Infinity is going to be. So Startup Infinity will be a program that will be launched by Kerala Startup Mission with 3-4 objectives in mind. One, the startups from Kerala will be able to go abroad, work for free in a facility, and explore the markets which is available for the product or services. The Startup Infinity will be a space where startups that are based in another country who would like to explore the Indian market can do it through Kerala, and we will provide every help to set up shop and do all kinds of support to explore the Indian market. The Startup Infinity will be a center where aspiring entrepreneurs will come together, discuss, co-create on ideas that can be converted into a startup, either in their host country or in India. And we will provide all support for doing that. The Startup Infinity will be a center where the expertise and the skills of the second generation or the youth of the Indian diaspora can be utilized for the betterment of the startup ecosystem. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള 4 കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി വഴി ചെയ്യാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ ആദ്യത്തെ ഒരു സ്റ്റെപ്പ് എന്നുള്ള രീതിയിൽ നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് ഇൻഫിനിറ്റി സെന്റേഴ്സ് ലോകത്തിൽ 4 സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലാണ് തുടങ്ങാൻ ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്. അതൊന്ന് ദുബൈ ആണ്, ഒന്ന് US ആണ്, ഒന്ന് യൂറോപ്പാണ്, ഒന്ന് ഓസ്ട്രേലിയ ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ കുവൈറ്റിലേക്ക് ഒരു സ്പെസിഫിക് സെന്റർ ശരിക്കും ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ പൈലറ്റിൽ ഇല്ല. പക്ഷെ what we can do is if PPF can write a note saying that there is an organization that is willing to kind of run this in Kuwait and we would like to start a Startup Infinity Center in Kuwait, I think that will be the easiest step to engage the Indian diaspora or the Kerala diaspora in particular and start things, make things happening. And the idea is that whoever, for whoever is actually coming through this Startup Infinity Center to start a company in Kerala, all the financial support that is being given by Startup Mission will be extended to people who will be recommended by Startup Infinity Centers. That is the way we look at it. And just to give you an understanding, usually we give grants up to 15 lakhs, which we are trying to increase a little bit for building a product. And we give R&D grants of 30 lakhs. And then we give scale-up grants from KSIDC up to 50 lakhs. So basically altogether, there is a possibility of getting around 1 crore. And all this is subject to an expert committee opinion and remarks. But there is an opportunity for you to get anywhere between 2 lakhs to 1 crore in terms of grants for setting up a product, an innovative product as part of the startup ecosystem. So that is what I think we can do. And professionals, entrepreneurs, newly employed youth, students, educated unemployed housewives, all of you can participate into the Startup Infinity program. When it comes to the immediate friends and relatives, which is the only other segment that you talked about, I think you need to work. If an NRI who has got an immediate friend or family and he or she would like to start a company along with, we will make a program for that. That will be a good model, sir. I have not thought about it. But if I have my, sister's son back in Kerala, and I am here in Kuwait, and together we want to jointly do something in Kerala, I think that will be given some preference and probably some financial support to begin with. We need to craft a program. We don't have any such program right now. But that is where I'll stop. I think PPF functioning as IEDC through Startup Infinity, organize a startup related project or event. That will be another fantastic thing. We'll be more than happy to support you, but you need to tell us what is an area, probably oil and gas or manufacturing, or I don't know what are the areas that are thriving in Kuwait. Based on that, I think you should tell us what are some of the areas. And what we will do is we'll curate a bunch of startups from our startup ecosystem. We will bring them there. There will be a small investment summit kind of a thing wherein people can take a look at these startups, see if they would like to put some money into it, handhold them, mentor them, give them business, etc., etc. So will be more than happy to support that. Market access to the standard product, which can be done through a Startup Infinity. Create a startup can be done through Startup Infinity. And the last thing, which is DB of expats worldwide. We have started to work on it as part of the CM's visit to New York. So primarily what happens is people who are prominent in their organizations, or people who talk well, or who have got a political affiliation, these are the people who usually come to the forefront, right? We need to go a little bit deeper and try to get, the scientists or the oil and gas professionals or people who are very well versed, because one of the things that we are trying to do is to kind of transform ourselves into a knowledge economy. And this knowledge economy usually comes with what we call as the STEAM infrastructure, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. So we create a layer of that knowledge and build on top of that layer, and companies will follow, is what the thesis that we are going with, which is why we are establishing the digital science park, which is why we are working on the life sciences ecosystem within the state, which is why we are creating the state genome data center. So there is a lot of initiatives that are happening around the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics and arts. So we want to turn ourselves into a content economy wherein people create for the world. They will be able to come up with good ad videos, good collaterals, good pictures, animation, games, all those things can be created out of Kerala. And Malayalis have this inherent talent to be creative. And if you look at, somebody was telling me that you look behind all the captions that is written on an auto, you would think how creative Malayali is. There's so many of such captions that has been painted behind an auto rickshaw. So that is where we are. And why did I say that? Yeah. So basically, while we create a DB of expats worldwide, I think one of the things that we need to keep in mind is that we should build on the STEAM ecosystem, which means we need experts from each of the field that you guys are working on, and then we'll have to take it from there. That is the way I look at it. We have already started on a small list of around 400 people from US. I think we need to start building that database, and we will keep on creating or curating that data set, so that a regular newsletter will come to all these people about the happenings that in Kerala, the investment opportunities in Kerala and things like that. That is where we are going. So this is where I stop. I hope I have covered all the points that has been addressed. But I've given you only one solution, which is Startup Infinity. And I need PPF's help in terms of writing a letter to the CM saying that, Infinity Center in Kuwait will act as a good conduit to, nourish this ecosystem. That's where I stop, sir. And I would be keen to listen to any questions or any concerns that you have.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, anyone from our group can share something. They can use this opportunity. Otherwise, we will sum up what exactly we have discussed, and we will set a tentative time for our next meeting and all. Please, anyone have anything to contribute at this point of time? Please use this time.
Hi, good afternoon. See, now what are the concepts we presented to you now? So, Mr. Anu, we can give some ideas whether we can work with you, because now we give some ideas, and maybe you have some more ideas. Because you are working with the worldwide. So, anything like that is available?
I think this is a good plan. That's why I was very impressed with the way in which this was sliced, because you already have a set of people that you have identified that you want to cater to, help them to participate in the startup ecosystem, right? And you want to have some marketing in terms of an event that you want to host. And then you want to build on top of it by creating a database. Now, the only other thing that I can think of is probably academic collaborations, but I don't know if Kuwait is the right place to do that, because industry collaborations and academia collaborations are always very necessary for the startup ecosystem to thrive. So any corporate connects that we could establish between the larger companies of Kuwait, any joint projects that Kerala startups can do along with the corporates, these kind of things can also be discussed. That is the only other thing that I could think about is the industry academia collaboration with the startup. I don't know how you'd be able to help, but yeah, I would like to throw that on the table.
Fine. Okay. So shall we sum up our today's discussion? So what we have suggested is that, PPF Kuwait can, constitute a startup infinity center in Kuwait. That is the one proposal you put forward. Then the second one, we can think about an event in Kuwait can be launched and full support from your side. And fourth one, you will be crafting a program that will be suitable for the immediate relatives and our friends, that circle, that you will be crafting a program suitable for them. And the fourth point was the database, building up of the database. It's already started, that vision already started. And the proper contribution from our side will be considered, and we will be also supporting that. Then the last one is the industrial and academia collaboration. We also need to work on that, and we will look into the possibilities how we can develop and all. And these are the things that we have discussed today, and we will be working on this. And from your side also, we are looking for some sort of contributions. And one more thing, I just want to know that we need to fix a tentative time for our next meeting, so that we will set all these things as a target, so that we will meet next time with more clarity on these subjects, and we will finally formulate a roadmap how we can proceed further. Can you give me a tentative time date for that, for our next meeting?
Yes, so I'm going to be traveling a bit for the next few weeks. So ideally, it will be after June 12th. So yeah, I mean, that week of June 12th should be fine, sir.
Okay, we will be scheduling another meeting on that day, on that time, considering your convenience as well. One more thing. Do you have can you suggest some of your, contact point, which we can have some easy access and, passing of information from your side?
Yes, so I'll put you in touch with my senior business development manager and the person who is in charge of the startup Infinity. You can get in touch with them for any need of information, any help, that support that is required from your side.
Okay. Can you share that? You will share that details to us.
I'll share the numbers with Vinod, and Vinod, you can share it with the rest of the team, right?
Fine. That's
sure, definitely.
I think we have precisely,
Mr. Thomas, there is one question.
Yes. Yeah, there was a question from Srijit. I'm reading that. Srijit, is Kerala Startup Mission supporting service sector other than products? As of now, technically no, but non-technically or informally, yes, is the answer. Are there service sector companies in our ecosystem? There are plenty of service sector companies in our ecosystem. But what we are planning on doing, Srijit, is we are planning to actually divide the companies or segment the companies into product companies and service companies. For product companies, we are planning to give the grants. All other benefits, which is a government as a marketplace, access to the angel networks, access to the venture capital, etc., we also want to open up to the service sector. So with the new IT policy that is under the works, this will come in effect. But as of now, there is nothing preventing you from being part of the Kerala Startup Mission. The only thing is you have to convince the India government, which is the DPIIT, to give you the certification. That is all. Great. Did I answer your question, Srijit? Is your question clear?
Yes, sir. It's pretty much clear.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Sir, it is time to 11:27. I think we have, kept the time as you suggested, and then I think we can wind up today's session. It was a great session. We are very thankful to you for your time and interest given, and we will be looking forward for a further creative discussion and, to reach a, final good result. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you everyone for joining, and I look forward to all of your support in making these startup Infinity centers a success. Because without the active participation and engagement from the diaspora, it is not going to happen. So please do support, and we will make it happen.
Sure. Great. Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.